Hi guys, it's Jonathan, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video and talk about why are highly sensitive people more vulnerable into getting in relationships with narcissistic people. This is completely unscripted right now. I'm just gonna give some ideas about this on the fly. And also, I'm talking about romantic relationships and platonic relationships. So why is it that highly sensitive people are more vulnerable, perhaps, than the average person, and getting into relationships, even friendships with narcissists? Thoughts on that? I think that many narcissists weren't born a narcissist. Now, I'm sure that there is can be a huge genetic component to narcissism, but I believe oftentimes, and with a narcissist, you find that they have a very fragile childhood, that they maybe even had some trauma growing up and had a lot of things that happened to them that made them feel like they weren't good enough. They had all these bad things happen to them and felt ignored. You know, they were love-starved. And highly sensitive people, because of our high levels of empathy, we want to be there for those that have been through a lot of pain. Naturally, we care about the average person often, and we really care about those that have really been through a lot. And we can be moved emotionally, often even to tears, when we hear somebody talk about bad things that have happened to them. And when we hear about how somebody's been through a lot, we want to love those people. We feel sorry for them. We feel like no one's loved them their entire life, and here's a chance for us to give them the love that they deserve in some way, shape, or form. And that can work a lot. I think that's why as HSPs, we tend to make good therapists. We tend to make good, maybe psychiatrists, life coaches, jobs where we work with people. And we tend to give good advice, and we tend to be that person that a friend will call up when they're going through a bad time, because we won't ignore them like many people would, or it won't be awkward for them to talk to us, not too awkward, and they'll have somebody to talk to. Anyway, back to narcissists. So a narcissist or an HSP also gives a lot of second chances. Because of their compassion, often even when they've been hurt by somebody, even when they've been hurt by a narcissist, they often will give that person a second chance because they have empathy, they have compassion. And what does a narcissist... I'm going to lean against this tree. Ooh, this is cozy. What does a narcissist often do after doing something very cruel? It could be cheating, it could be lying, it could be saying something very nasty. What do they often do? They give an emotional apology. And just the apology, even if we're very mad at those people, friend or relationship, we give them another second chance, and again, and again, and again. But the cold, brutal truth is that everybody's human, and we should give people second chances. I'm sure it, depends on the circumstance, but there comes a point where there's no more second chances, especially with a narcissist. And again, it depends what we're talking about. If it's any long-term relationship or friendship, you're going to be hurt by somebody multiple times. I mean, we're all human, and we say hurtful things. But I'm talking about extreme things. An example is if a narcissist, you're in a relationship with a narcissist, and they cheat on you. And then you cry and you're upset. You're like, why? And then they get emotional, and they might even feel sorry on some level. And they apologize, and it's emotional. And I promise it won't happen again, and I love you so much. And then you forgive them, and you feel moved to tears just by their apology. And everything's good, or is it? And then happens again. and again, and maybe even more. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And there just comes a point with stuff like that that you have to let them go. Let them go. And yeah. And I don't think that we are necessarily weak people. I mean, it depends on the individual, but we have a weak spot. We have an Achilles heel. We have a lot of strengths. We have a lot of strengths as HSPs, but I think we also have an Achilles heel where we just feel sorry for people more easily than maybe a lot of other people. And another thing too is, like, if you're an HSP, like, I think that maybe HSPs maybe have a higher likelihood of having low self-esteem. And narcissists prey on people that have low self-esteem. They either take advantage of them, they get in relationships with them, they try to make friends with them. And if a narcissist gets in a relationship, even a friendship with a highly sensitive person, they will use that person for attention. And yeah, you know what happens. Sorry, I'm not really collecting my words right now today. But yeah, so you have to take care of yourself. So take care of yourself as an HSP and love yourself and build your self-esteem. And that's going to help you prevent getting in relationships with narcissistic people. Anyway, that's just some thoughts on it. Didn't have this scripted, didn't have any notes, which I wouldn't have heard because this was pretty unorganized. So thank you for bearing with me if you've made it this far. And yeah, maybe I'll make some more videos about HSPs and narcissists. And, you know, let me know, you know, are you struggling or have you struggled with narcissistic people like I've had and you've had issues with them? Let me know in the comments below. And if you got any bit of value from this video, hit a like if you like. And that's it. I will talk to you in the next video. Goodbye for now.